Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the confines of my mind. As we talk to this empty reflection of somebody that apparently, well, this reflection right now is simply a placeholder. In the last episode we were talking to it, and apparently it's looking for something. And I think I know what it is. Let's place the puzzle box in the outline's palm.
I'll remember that.
You gently place the cube in the shadowy figure's hands. They close over it, and a young woman, the one you found dead in the ruins of the house, plunges towards you out of the darkness, filling the outline with the outline until the outline is her. She nearly stumbles into you before she stops herself, blinking hard. "Ouch!" she says. You notice that the box you gave her is now as ghostly as she is. Yeah, because she's still a little bit ghostly. She's about as ghostly as this specter over here. "Well done," the specter says, turning away from the stunned woman. "I'll give you two some room to talk." You turn to the young woman again. She glances at the darkness above you, and something about the expression reminds you of someone. Of course, the ghostly woman in the fifth eye. Yeah, of course. "What's your name? You look familiar." "Syria," she says. "You remember me. You found me beneath the chunks of my adopted father's house with my guts smashed to paste." You remember that? Who was your adoptive father?" "Orsiolo. He was one of you," she says carefully. "A Castoff, I mean. Oh, yeah, okay, so now, yeah, that makes sense, because we knew that house was apparently used by a Castoff. I thought she might have been the Castoff, but no, that was her adoptive father." The frown creases her forehead. "Poor old man. He never wanted to be special. He found me, fed me, talked me when I was, you know, troubled. Talked to me, yeah," she sighs. "But when the house fell on me, I guess he couldn't stand it. Then he went looking for a way to die."
Making a note.
She falls silent, but you don't need to be told what happened next. Yeah, you've seen the statue after all. It was grief that drove Orsiolo to seek death in the sorrow's arms. Syria watches you, eyes shining with some inner light. "I'm sorry that this happened to you."
Making a note.
"Oh, don't be," she says. "He tried to help me, but my life wasn't so wonderful. I was always confused." She sweeps the air from her eyes. "I had a voice in my mind, a woman, telling me I was supposed to be her. Orsiolo tried so hard to make me feel better, to talk to me when it was really bad," and she smiles sadly. "But I think he knew it couldn't last," she says, her smile fading. "He was afraid, but not for himself. He believed, no, he knew I was going to die. One time, he said he'd seen me die too many times, then shut himself up." She clasps a hand around her mouth, lowers it. "Like that." She shrugs. "But he wasn't wrong, was he? Even if he was a little crazy to begin with." "Huh. You seem awfully at peace with all this." "Well, I'm not really me," she says. "I'm a reflection of what my father saw of me, the only piece of his mind that's left. When he died, his part of the labyrinth, well, I want to say it broke, but it was worse than that. The cracks burst up through the ground and everything started crumbling. I could feel parts of him slipping away, snapping off. I'm glad he brought me here. I would have fallen apart eventually, and then there'd be nothing of him left. Nothing of either of us." "Huh. So, do you know anything else about him, about Orsiolo?" "I shouldn't I?" she says, chuckling. "I was part of his mind after all." She pauses. She passes a hand over her forehead absently, leaving her ghostly eyebrows completely disheveled. "But no, if I focus, I can see the other women he took care of, the ones that look like me. I mean, but it's like looking through dirty glass. I think that means he didn't want to think about them, or couldn't." She shrugs, looking away. "I don't know why he spent all that time caring for us. I guess I'll never know for sure now, but alright. One time I asked him what his tattoo meant. Atonement, he said. But not, you know, dramatically. He said it like he was saying his name, like..." And she pauses, rubbing her forehead. "Like it was everything he was. Like if he couldn't atone for, you know, whatever it was, there was no reason to exist anymore." I get what she means. She sighs. But I don't know why he started, and I'll never get a chance to ask him." Grinning again, she rolls her eyes. "And that's it. That's all I know about the man who raised me for years. Kids, yeah, I wonder if I could use my anamnesis on her." What does that puzzle box mean to you? My father gave it to me, she says, beaming down at the ghostly version of the box in her hands. He said it was a very old puzzle, and that solving it would help me. She chuckles. I never did, but fumbling with it made me feel better. I always had the feeling that the pictures of it on it might mean something, but that was as far as I got. I wonder if I could have solved the puzzle some way. A creature named the Sorrow killed your adoptive father, Orsiolo. Do you have any idea how it found him? Well, actually, I'm thinking, the way she talked before, I'm thinking that maybe Orsiolo found the Sorrow more than anything else. No, she says, staring at the air, thinking, he didn't abuse his power, like some of you do. Didn't pull against the ties or use them as weapons. He never wanted to be noticed, to be found. She breathes in, breathes out. Didn't matter, did it? Well, I guess he didn't. Farewell. I'll be here, you know, in your head. And she is. You abruptly feel her presence inside your mind, as if she's always been there. A new weight behind your temples. Something has happened on an instinctual level. You've established a bond with this reflection. Some of her gifts are yours, and you feel stronger for it. However, this link fully occupies a corner of your mind. You may be able to forge connections with more than one reflection in the labyrinth, but not many. Okay, so I gained a new ability, Serious Peace. Let's look at what that is. Serious Peace. It's that one over there. Gain. It's a step. It's just a passive one? It just gives you +1 might, speed, and intellect. It's amazing. Serious calming music fills you, strengthening you in every way, including the way. Okay, let's get out of here. I'll see you later, Spectre. Can I ask you about that? Because it's been a while since he interacted with me, but apparently... Oh, I can ask him this. How did activating the clock in the real world open that other phantom? Or fathom, I guess. Who knows? It probably triggered something in your mind, maybe a bridge you didn't have before. Maybe you did have the bridge once, but you lost it. Okay. Could other fathoms open like that? Maybe. You've already made a lot of changes to this place. At this point, nothing would surprise me. Okay. So anything changed? And he's just gonna tell me to look around. I'm always gonna ask that. Oh boy. Anyway, let's get out of here. And let's go back to the Changing Gods resting place or something. Well, whatever this is. And of course this nasty sound of death. I don't really know what it is. It could be because that guy is intersecting with the...
Welcome back.
Yep.
Everything where you left it.
Indeed. Do I need to talk to you guys or something? No? Well, okay. So we have done everything that we can do over here. There's a terrible picture of the Sorrow. It does look very terrible, but it's mostly because of the color. I don't like it, and also the highlights. I mean, it's pretty in the sense that it's interesting, but it's kind of it does look ugly. So let's not look at it right now. I clicked there, didn't I? I was trying to save. I think I did save. So let's see what is. I was gonna say let's see where this leaves us, but I'm thinking I clicked somewhere else that I shouldn't have. I'm trying to go back to Caravanserai through there. Oh, okay, so I was mistaken. There must be another entrance, but I can't even tell where it is. Okay, let's just take this because it's a little bit faster, I think. And let's travel to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I can kill myself. Let's travel through Circus Minor, through the Sign Mirrors, and off we go. And of course, a terrible sound. I would be a little bit more at ease with it if I knew what it was, but I don't. I have no idea what that is. So yeah, let's just get on with it. We're going back to Shkekt, and we're gonna ask him to take us to different places, because places you haven't seen yet. Well, I haven't seen yet for sure, but places that that you haven't seen the option of yet. So yeah, last episode I made a little cut, and apparently he's got a lot of well, he's got 2 new places, and one of them we've been to already. So we're going to the other one, or I'm probably gonna meet Matkina right now. So hey, Crooked Geek, how's it going, Pico? I wish I knew her name so I would stop being able to. I would be able to stop calling her that, but nothing on the hook. Okay, guys, you have fun doing whatever you're doing. Let's go, and yeah, Matkina it is. She is the lead suspect of that little murder down there. And where is Shkekt? There he is, or she is. I don't know what I can tell. male from female on these guys. Even if they might be hermaphrodites or whatever. So let's go. And yeah, human 1 travel. Yeah, so okay, so I can so ask him to tell, no, wait, can you take, yeah, so I can ask him that, and ooh. So, take me to your old lair. That's where we've been to already. That's the first location he brings me to. But he also brings us to the entrance of the Changing God's Sanctuary. So he can bring us to the Ledging Cliffs. Oh, let's go there. Let's go there. Yes, glad to transport, friend of people. Is free. So he doesn't actually tell us anything about the, what's his name? Fluffy? I don't remember his name, but yeah, we're down here. The sticker that's up there. Yeah, the stickus that's up there. I think that quest might be done, actually. Did I check it? I think I might have done it already. Sorrow Spray. Yeah, we need to return. Oh, we can return now. Okay, let's just see where this is. And also, let me save the game before I mess with this thing, because this looks, to me, this looks like, I don't know, the toilet? Doesn't it a little bit? Or maybe like a huge headset that just fell. But that thing over there looks like an anomaly of sorts. A faint droning sound resolves into a rhythmic churning hum as you approach this strange machine. Let's examine the device. An ovoid opening lined with a metallic wire mesh dominates, yeah, that's that thing over there, dominates the front of the device, and though it, oh, that's the second typo we find. Oh, no, it's not a typo. I was just misreading. And through it, you catch the faintest glimpse of swirling liquid. Atop the machine rests a dome of translucent material and a brilliantly lit sphere. Okay, let's first examine the... So, that's the dome over there. Let's look at the sphere first. The glowing sphere appears solidly attached to the rest of the machine. The light dims as you move your hands close to it. You spend a few movements moving your hand all around the sphere, and eventually you discover that its light seems to dim as your hand gets closer to a fixed point directly in front of it. Okay, let's excuse me, let's not break it. Let's look at the dome first. I think that might be like a power-up thing or something. On closer inspection, you notice the dome contains what appears to be a human brain, but it's several times larger than a normal brain. It floats serenely within the enclosure, pulsing occasionally, but you can find no way to interact with it. Okay, what about the wire mesh? The mesh appears to prohibit direct contact with the fluid jostling around the device's interior. Curiosity must have gotten the better of someone, however, as a line has been sliced cleanly through the bottom of the mesh. The opening created by the slash appears roughly large enough to reach an arm into it. I don't think this is like a safe or anything, so I'm not gonna reach through there. Let's just tap the dome first. Hopefully it doesn't disturb the brain. You knock lightly on the dome, which triggers a minor convulsion from the brain within. However, nothing else happens. Let's try that again. You knock on the dome once more, and the brain again reacts. But other than possibly tormenting the entrapped organ, you accomplish nothing. Let's try it again. Okay, it's the same thing. Good. So let's pass my hand in front of the sphere and see what happens. The light of the sphere dims, then brightens again as your hand completes the motion. From within the machine, you hear the strangled sound of evacuating liquid. The constant humming sound of the machine has stopped. I think that might have been a good thing. So let's reach through the opening now. Your hand meets nothing but air. The sides of the inner tank are still slick with whatever fluid previously filled it. Oh. It takes but a second for you to confirm that the tank is still empty. Okay, let's pass through the sphere's lights, but other than a dry clicking sound, nothing else occurs. I think I screwed this up. Let's tap the dome again and see what happens. You lightly knock on the dome, triggering a minor convulsion from the brain within. A swooshing sound erupts from the interior of the device, and it resumes its former rhythmic hum. Okay, so I have no idea why this works like this, but I'm gonna reach through the opening. There it is. Your hand splashes into an oily fluid as you plunge it through the hole in the mesh. As you probe around the interior, you momentarily feel something solid brush against your hand. You blindly grope for the object, but it proves quite difficult to grab. So I can... It's basically a test. Seems simple enough. And especially because we do have some people that are really, really good at this. Like this guy over here. Although he might fail. Let's see. He's got 40. And you got 5. Okay, let's go with it. Please don't fail. Yes, I got it. Awesome. After a few near misses, you manage to get a firm grip on the object and remove it from the machine. Ring of El Amor. This thing is a cipher. Ring of I cancels the next negative fatal applied to the character, excluding flanked and lasting damage because these things apparently are like contextual fatals, and deals 5 chemical damage to the attacker whenever you get a fatal. Is that how it goes? Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Let's reach through the opening again. Your hand immediately plunges into the oily liquid. Find nothing. Okay, let's leave the machine. That was good. So we found a little bit of things, and now I have 3 ciphers, which is nasty. Let's not have 3 ciphers. This is on persuasion tasks. So, I can't use my number keys to select these guys. I wonder if I can use... No, I can't use the F keys either. Oh, come on. So I think... so you are the one that does persuasion tasks. It can only have 1, so I'm gonna give him that. And right there. There it is. And that's gonna be that. I don't really know how... Well, we read how we can up our cipher limit. I assume basically like the ciphers that you can actually use are these in here, and these are the max, the ones that you can carry, but you get nasty effects, I suppose. Okay, let's... No, there's still something over here that I was about to miss. What is that? We saw that before. Oh! A quick ice axe. It does a lot of damage. It's a heavy melee weapon. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. It works off of might. This thing, I am not really good at anything, am I? So, actually, am I? Let's see. Yeah, heavy and medium is really not for me, so I'm just gonna go with that. It's a light one. Light range weapon, yeah. So, heavy stuff. Are you good with the... He's good with melee weapons, so let's see if... He's still using this one, this great sword. 8 physical damage, and it does +2 on... This is +1 per effort applied on a maximum of 3, but this one does extra damage in general because it does the chemical damage. So... You're talking on the background. I have no idea why it's so... I don't know why... You hear that? Let me see if I can... Look at this. No, let's try it with him. See. Can you hear that? Let's try it again with... And if I exit the inventory.
I wish I had more hands.
I wish I had more hands. It's weird that he doesn't actually tell that to me, but there we go. That's what he wants. I mean that doesn't, you know, that you can't hear him. That's what's weird. So yeah, let's continue exploring, and I don't know where this is gonna leave us. I hope back at Shkekt's place, but it looks like it's gonna be because this is the underbelly. Let's see. Yes, it is! Fantastic. Shkekt, you are a lifesaver. You're a fantastic dude. Let's save the game there. I think the game auto-saved because I got 2 saves. So somewhere under the city, and I would like to go. So that's bringing me back to the ledge, so the old lair, and I would like to go, and you have seen that already. I'm looking for a way into a place called the Cave of Last Words. Is close to surface, atop of city, the creature pauses. Took another human there once. Shkekt travel where egg friend want. We go. Oh. So just like that, huh?
Who are you?
This woman's skin is white, the color of alabaster or fresh ivory. Flat black eyes, surrounded by sharply pointed features, stare coldly at you. She wears jet black hair cut straight at the shoulders. Her clothes are functional and drab. Her cloak is fastened by a necklace of 5 canisters, each of different type or shape. She turns a black device over and over in her hands.
Where did you come from? How did you know where to find me?
Did I? She thinks. Did I invite him here? No, I wouldn't have done that. So we know that she's a Castoff. Her startled expression becomes a darker glower. A keen blade flickers through her fingers. You're sure it wasn't there a moment ago? Yeah, I'm not surprised. But we know that she's a Castoff, so maybe she's got the same doubts that I have. Like, maybe she's already, you know, did I, as in the changing god. Aliger mutters, I think she and Callistege would get along just fine. Why are you saying that to me? I followed your trail. I'm not gonna tell the mapper told yeah. Skist. Thought I'd cover it, she says. Thought I'd covered my tracks. Thought. Fine. You wanted to find me? You found me. More's the pity. So now it's time to talk. Wait, are you asking the questions here, or am I? She glances at your tattoo. Ah, how new are you? What were the circumstances of your birth? When did you happen? When? Should I trust her? Let's go with... Let's not trust her. I'm pretty sure she's a joinable companion because I saw her name in the joinable companions list, I think. But I'm gonna go with Allergen over here. My character is gonna go with Allergen. I think we can trust her, and that'll be fine. But my character doesn't trust her, so I was born a couple of years ago. I don't remember the circumstances of my birth. Bastard, she smirks. You're too young to be lying to me. Do you think I hadn't heard of the falling star? It's exactly the sort of birth our sire likes to give his children. She says the word sire with a sneer. Her eyes flick to your tattoo again, then back to her workbench. Suddenly the device is in her hand, though you didn't see her pick it up. You're one of us then. Disemboweling would just be a waste of time for you. And as for me, and she's immortal as well? Huh. I didn't know that. She spits on the floor and scuffs it with her boot, all nervous energy. So what do you want from me? Wait a minute. Can I ask her that? Well, apparently I can't. What can you tell me of the other Castoffs? Self-absorbed, treacherous, leave a trail of misery and suffering. Shall I continue? Also powerful, scheming, ambitious. Her smile is crooked and quick. But you want names, don't you? She barks a laugh, and that's half a sob. You won't get them from me, though. Not now. I remember Adiris? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he died. And wasn't he one of the guys that was locked in the clock? And I remember the first, and I remember Dash, and I killed Dash for what he did to me, for the hole he cut in my memory. But that hole grew and grew, and her eyes flicker, and her cold gaze returns to you. This is more than you need to know. They're bastards, all of them. You as well. Really? Yeah, I suppose. Why are you hiding down here? I'm not hiding. Her rage is quick, hot, and palpable, and something about it makes your vision dim for a moment. I'm strategizing, planning. Why would someone leave voluntarily in a place like this? She gestures around her, and as her eyes break contact with you, her emotion leaks from her frame. This is where I stay. It's a bolt hole. Always has been. For those who know where to find it. Even Chilla hid here, they say. Chilla? So what are you planning? Were you part of my plan? You weren't. It's not your business. Okay. I suppose it's not. Let's get down to business, to the more important one. I heard you might know who can repair a device I found in the reef. Something called a resonance chamber. The resonance... A glint of understanding shines in her eyes. Ah, yeah. Of course he would have hid it there. A crooked green, that's what I was actually trying not to get to work, trying not to happen. Basically, she going there and, and using that to her advantage without my knowledge. Because I don't know what the resonance chamber is. So she might want to play me for a fool. We'll see. My character is going to be always on the back foot against her, so we'll see how that goes. A crooked grin plays about the corner of her mouth and then vanishes. I know who can help you. Or did. She shakes her head. It slips away. My mind has holes in it. Oh, so that explains what happened before. Huh. So she might not remember the stuff from the Changing God. Tash took a rusty scalpel to my thoughts. My memories, I can't. And she trails off. She catches hold of the table, and it seems to anchor her. Her eyes harden.
I'll remember that.
No. You must do something for me. She caresses the black and jagged device knobbed on and protruding with antenna. A sigil reminiscent of your tattoo is emblazoned on it. Oh, okay, so it's from the Changing God, I assume. This is Stash's mirror caster. I want you to enter his mirror and find out what you can about the Jack. I'm convinced that's the key. What's a Jack? You don't know? I thought it was common instrument. No, it might not be so much anymore. One of the curses of a long life. Fashions come and go before you even know they exist. Probably easier just to let them go or make new ones of your own, like some of the other Castoffs. Sorry. No, not sorry. You should know this. You should know about these things. History, that's what life is, knowing and doing. Matkina, you need to focus. Tell him what he needs, she says to herself, and then breathes deeply. A jack is an ancient woodwind, and this one was kept in a sealed cave behind massive doors from a prior world. It had powers, but I can't remember what those powers were. And what's a Meercaster? Am I really the first one to say the word to you? Oh, you're in for a surprise. Clear, brother. Or dear brother, not clear brother, dear brother. Every Castoff has one, just like every Castoff has this. And she taps a tattoo on your head. The tattoo on your head? She taps the tattoo on my head? Okay. No one knows what they're for. Dearest used to think they were a byproduct of the transfer process, just like us. She seems lost in thought for a moment. Then she shakes her head. Wherever they came from, they can be used in like a kind of temporal viewer. You relive an event in the life of the Castoff, whose Meercaster it is. That event is called a Meer. Okay. Can a Meercaster be used to spy on other Castoffs? Not spy. More like seeing pictures of their past, like watching them from inside their minds at times when they burned or raged or changed, when their life was at a moment of flux. And why can't you enter the Meer? Don't you think I tried? She snarls with a sudden rage, her knife a handspan from your neck. Do you think I would waste my time with a newborn, a thief who steals into my home? If there were any chance I could do this myself? Her shoulders heave up and down with each angry breath. I try, she says, and my mind fills with static, like I'm talking to a murden. What's a murden? Only it slashes and stabs and burns me, and I can't, she thinks. I can't. It only makes things worse. Maybe it has already. She blinks then, confused. Why am I angry? Did you? And she straightens, flipping the knife back into her cloak. No, it'll be all right. It'll be right. Just find the damn jack, and I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Okay, so if the jack is the key, what does it unlock? Her brow furrows, confused for a moment. She curses. Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't need your help, would I? He stole the memory from me, all right? If I can find it for me, it will all come back. All of it. So how do I enter a Meer? An almost palpable hunger feels arise, a yearning. Hold the Meercaster. Hold the Meercaster? Okay, so that's what she says. You'll feel the tug immediately. Don't resist. Just you empty your mind and let the tiles pull you into the Meercaster. She collects herself. So yeah, the Meercaster is the thing that she has in her hands. Okay. Then just watch him. Watch for the jack. When you see what he's done with it, pull your mind away from Tasha's and tell me what you saw. Oh, and don't try to change anything, she says, almost as an afterthought. Why shouldn't I try to change anything in the mirror? What do you mean by that? Nothing serious, she says it as though speaking to an overly concerned child. She laughs suddenly. It's not like you can change the past, but I need you to learn a specific piece of information. If you change something, then you might go the wrong way. Okay. I think we're gonna do this. I mean, she's our only clue. My character is quite confident on his ability to survive, so yeah, let's do this. Let's do it on the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.